First at 4, putting COVID vaccine data under a microscope. This could be the most important virtual meeting of the year. We're breaking news with a progress report. Ellen DeGeneres reveals her new health crisis. She's the latest celebrity to battle the coronavirus. We'll share her message to her fans. Ben.
Karen, nice to see the sunshine today. Too bad we're not going to get to keep it into the weekend. We'll track rain and snow and a big change in that Northern Lights forecast. All right now, first at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we're following breaking news as an FDA Advisory Panel is meeting at this hour talking about a coronavirus vaccine. The panel is discussing data on the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine and will make a recommendation on whether it should be authorized for emergency use. Also today, Governor Whitmer has taken a step toward vaccine distribution in Michigan, and we just received the daily update on new cases. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom following the deliberations. Kim.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. That FDA Advisory Panel started its meeting at 9 a.m., so it's been going on for 7 hours now. Months of research, trials, and review leading up to this recommendation. It's a virtual meeting of outside advisors to the Food and Drug Administration. It's a time to drill down on questions of safety, effectiveness, and some of the ethical questions surrounding the proposed vaccination of millions of people. The FDA makes the final call and is not required to follow this panel's recommendation, but it's widely expected to do so. One of the big questions hanging over the panel surrounds the reports of 2 negative allergic reactions in Great Britain, where vaccine distribution started on Tuesday. Today, Pfizer says it's aware of that report, but
amongst the 44,000 subjects, we saw no serious allergic reactions to the vaccine. There were no substantive differences in standard MEDRA queries in numbers between the BNT construct and the placebo groups analyzed on the 38,000 subject database. So within the clinical trial, we've actually not seen evidence to suggest a signal related to allergic reaction to the vaccine.
Now, this process is complicated and very detailed. According to the schedule we've seen, they've been running about 40 minutes behind. We could hear the panel's recommendation in the next hour or two. So stay tuned to Local 4 and click on Detroit.com, and we will let you know when that happens. Until then, Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim.
Sure.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer is gearing up to support COVID vaccination here in the state. Today, Michigan is reporting more than 5,900 new cases in the past 24 hours. Also, 182 people have died because of the virus, with most of those deaths found in a vital records review. You can also see the total number of cases and deaths since the very first case was confirmed 9 months ago today. Governor Whitmer just signed an executive order creating a bipartisan commission to raise awareness about the safety and effectiveness of the vaccine. Now, that commission includes Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, former Lieutenant Governor Brian Calley, Dr. Mona Hanna-Attashe, and Detroit Piston Blake Griffin. The governor says the most at risk will be targeted first.
The initial groups will be vaccinated will be critical workers in our healthcare systems, including people working in hospitals, people who are first responders, and more. Now, it's going to take time so that we can get this vaccine distributed to the general public. And no vaccine can end a pandemic immediately. But the good news is we know what it takes to stay safe.
The governor is also urging Michigan lawmakers and Congress to pass COVID relief bills to help ease distribution of that vaccine. New at 5, Local 4's Rob Maloney will have more from the governor on what's next and the obstacles she sees. Plus, we'll break in with any updates from the FDA Advisory Panel from now through 6:30. And even though Michigan's election has been certified, legal battles surrounding the presidential race continue in Michigan. Attorney General Dana Nessel has just filed a response in a lawsuit before the U.S. Supreme Court. The Attorney General in Texas is trying to overturn the results in Michigan, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Nessel's filing asks the High Court to dismiss the motion because it has no valid legal basis. Also today, a hearing just started as Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson is hoping to intervene in a suit alleging fraud in Antrim County. Local 4's Grant Herms will dive into the legal arguments on Local 4 News at 6. Just days before the 26th anniversary of her son's disappearance, the mother of Wan Sims has passed away. Livonia police confirm Dwana Wiggins died December 7th in Durham, North Carolina. It was back on December 11th of 1994 when she told police her 4-year-old son went missing from Wonderland Mall in Livonia. Police said surveillance video never showed the boy at the mall, but the case has never been solved. Funeral arrangements for Wiggins are set for Saturday. Tense moments this morning in Madison Heights after Warren police shoot a burglary suspect. It happened at the Knights Inn Motel on DeQuinder near I-696. We're told officers were trying to arrest the man for allegedly stealing a safe in Auburn Hills. And that's when police say the suspect tried to run officers over with his car in the motel parking lot. Police shot him several times. The suspect is in the hospital in critical condition. Charges are pending. It's no secret restaurants are really struggling in 2020, and we are seeing efforts here in Michigan to help. The National Restaurant Association says nearly 110,000 restaurants have permanently closed this year. 83% of its owners expect sales to get worse in the next 3 months. 37% say it's unlikely they'll be open in 6 months without government help. Paula Tutman shows us one campaign giving local restaurants some relief.
And then this is the main dining room.
There's a long and rich history of Shields Pizza and a time when you could actually get a pizza pie for $1.10.
Shields actually opened in 1937 as a neighborhood bar, but that was during the Prohibition period. So they kind of kept it quiet.
Today, the 3-restaurant family business bar and restaurant, which has survived so much, is doing everything it can to keep from being history.
I have servers that normally would make, $600-700 a week in tips, and now I'm trying to get them a few hours on carryout.
Like so many other restaurants operating at a 40 or 60% reduction in business, they need rescue.
There was a study by the National Restaurant Association that said 17% of all restaurants have closed since the pandemic started permanently. And out of that, 48% of those that have closed, those restaurateurs, have said in surveys that they will not get back into the restaurant industry in 4 months and even years. So we're looking at losing a core identity to who we are as a society. Our flavor is what we're losing, and our local flavor.
Enter Atlas Wholesale Food Company. If you eat at Kirby's, Coney Island, or National, or Lafayette Coney, the raw ingredients for that food you love comes from Atlas, the critical cog in the food supply chain. And for the next 2 weeks, you can participate in the Rescue My Restaurant campaign.
It's Rescue MI, like Michigan MI Restaurant. If you go to our website, we have a list of all the restaurants that we currently service. And it's basically, it's a dollar for dollar match for anything you get, gift card, carry out from any one of our restaurants. So you go to Kirby's Coney Island and you buy a meal for the family. You take a picture of that receipt and you post it publicly on Facebook with the hashtag Rescue My Restaurant, and that's it. We will match Kirby's Coney Island or whatever restaurant it is, that exact amount in the form of a product credit to their restaurant for the next 2 weeks up until Christmas, the 25th of December.
We're struggling right now to keep up with our bills, and to have a blank check of say $8,000 to buy food, that'll supply our restaurant for right now with the volume we're doing each location probably a week and a half.
Okay, you guys have Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Yeah, and you think about it, a week and a half at a time, and you have an opportunity to save your favorite eatery. Listen, Karen, I'm just having fun looking at the list of their member restaurants. Detroit Wing Company, Red Olive, Ramshorn. I mean, if you're still eating out, chances are you're eating at one of their member restaurants. And just snap a picture of that receipt, do that tag, or that hashtag rather, and you can actually help keep these guys open possibly until after the holidays.
It's a real creative way to help, and it's really easy. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Paula. Our Click on Detroit team has created a page where you can share information on restaurant fundraisers like this. We posted at least 2. Post new fundraisers or offer your support on the homepage at clickondetroit.com. Still ahead, Ellen DeGeneres fighting COVID-19, and she tweeted about how she's doing today. We'll talk about that in trending stories. Meantime, superstar Taylor Swift is sharing some good news with fans. Her tweet has also been trending all day. Hey there, Ben.
Karen, good news for us too. We got the sunshine back. Temperatures are in the 40s, and it gets even warmer before the rain and snow show up. We'll time it all out for you coming up next.